Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Capsule Computers Impact. Tonight I'm going to be playing Ubisoft's new Might and Magic 10 Legacy for computer for you. This is a classic style RPG, meaning that you will move in the first person. Basically the world's all set up as tiles, and I'll jump in the game here and show you. Now, Might and Magic's been around for a long time, but this is their first entry in quite some time as a proper RPG, and the style, the classic RPG that I was telling you about a moment ago, that's going to feel a little familiar to you if you've played games like Legend of Grimrock. That was one that recently did quite well with it. Alright, so now we're loaded up in the game. I'm going to show you around the interface just a little bit, and then we'll head out onto the road here. So, you notice you got the world up here. That's everything you can see. You can even right click in this game and see all the 3D models. Look around. I'm in a town at night. It looks beautiful. Got the moon up there and the stars in the sky. Alright, so let's give you a breakdown on the interface itself. You'll notice this circle up here at the top. That won't come into play right now in a town, but when you're out exploring, running through the dungeons, that sort of thing, this will turn yellow to let you know that enemies know that you are present. It will turn red when you are in combat. Moving on, in the top right here, you can see this is the list of my quests right now. Different things I've got to do to complete these quests. You can hit J to bring up your journal, sort through it all. There's a full bestiary in the game, so you can see, I've taken out enough giant spiders. I can watch it hop around there. Moon silk spider. Ooh. We've got all kind of, so I've got a few in here right now. There are 60 enemies overall in the game right now. I think it said that there were 6 unique bosses in the game as well. There are 3 major cities and a town, I believe. No, 3 towns and a major city. So there's a big world, and this one's actually open world. So there you can hit M. You can pull up. This is the full map for the town that I'm in right now. You can click on a tile, leave a note. It'll highlight that tile. That way you always know when you go there what it is. And then here's the world map. So we're over here in Sorpagal by the sea. But I've got a quest that leads me to the lighthouse. You can wander all around here. Go to the Den of Thieves. I've already been there and gotten a couple of things done. Alright, now let's show you the party, because this is the part that you're probably going to be most interested in. So pull up my character sheet here. Now you can see I have 4 characters right now. I've got a dwarven defender, an orc barbarian, an elven ranger, and a human freemage. Now there are a total of the 4 races, so I've got the whole gamut of races covered there. But there are a total of 16 playable classes. That leaves you to make a pretty wide array of choices. I just kind of went with the default for this playthrough, and that's the setup it gave me. So I've got, my guy up front with a shield, another melee guy, distanced fighter there, good with a bow, but she actually also casts earth magic. And then this lady here is kind of my all-around mage, throws that armor down, all that good sort of fun stuff. You can see here in classic RPG fashion, you've got your character sheets, gear that you can equip, tons of stuff to sell. Some of this gear here, you'll see it's got its own levels. That will actually level up with you as you gain experience. And you can see all the sort of damage you do there. Now, you can actually have 2 hirelings at a time as well. So down here on the bottom you can see I've got a lore master named Rosalie and a scout named Aeolus, who I paid to join me. He cost a couple hundred gold there. You can see down in the corner here I've got 6 supplies. Now, what a supply is used for, you'll see the way I moved around there. I'll explain that in a moment. it allows you to rest. Now, so long as your characters aren't dead, they will fully regain all health, they'll regain all mana, and they'll be good to go fresh from the start if you rest. But you have to have supplies, and you can buy supplies at some of the shops in town. I think you can hold up to 9 at a time, and they're relatively inexpensive. It's actually worth me going to get one, so I'll go ahead and run around here. I'll show you the layout of the controls while I do that. WSAD, of course, move you left, right, forward, and back, but it's a strafe. You can click and set who goes active in battle if you were to get into an encounter, and it literally just moves left to right. Of course, if Legaia here was the first one to go in combat, it would wrap around and keep going. Q and E turn me 90 degrees. Now I can come up here. Spacebar interacts, and you can get gossip on the different events and things in the world. Let's leave there. Let's see. So, gonna look on my map. I want to go to the Goblin Watchtower, which is actually the inn in town in the starting city of Sorpagal. And we can go there. We can rest and recover everything. But I believe we can buy supplies in there as well. And that's what we're going to want to go for. On top of buying supplies and resting, you can also pay gold to upgrade skills if you've earned it high enough. Let's see. Alright, so I'm good to go on supplies. Now see, I don't have anyone who is able to reach Dagger Expert right now, but if I did, I could pay the money and get that upgrade there. Alright, so we'll head out of town and head towards our first quest outside of town here. I've actually already put several hours into the game. Got these characters up to level 5. I believe the cap is level 40. And there are achievements for getting all characters up to level 40 in a single playthrough, or all of that sort of things. Now, it's going to get a bit more difficult, with the mage on the end there. She is a soft target, your proverbial glass cannon, and she goes down pretty quick. Well, if she's down when combat ends, she's not getting the experience reward everybody else is. So you have to be judicious with the way that you play and think about your moves and maneuvers. And of course, as with any RPG, there's a little bit of dice rolling in there as well. Alright, let's see if we can get the world here to load up. Alright, so that's the bit of the map that I've uncovered so far. Now this down here I have not been able to travel to yet, because you need some sort of special deal to do so. But you can see...
We are all aware that these parts are full of brigands, right?
Yep, there are brigands about, especially at nighttime, and there is a day-night cycle, you'll see as I'm exploring around here. So, I'm going to pull up my journal and look for Orleans flowers here. So, I believe that would be flowers for a fallen hero. So I've got to go to the Ashen Hills and lay the flowers at the shrine. Now I know that the Ashen Hills are up this way, so I need to head up that way. Now, there we go. New day dawns. So now we have a nice dawn. Now you can see here I can drink from the fountain. I don't need to right now, so I'm going to leave it alone. But I can come back to that later and utilize that, and that will heal me up. My entire party. Alright, so we are now in the Ashen Hills. I don't see any enemies. There's a... looks like there may be a shrine over that way. Let's see what this does here. The Holy Inquisition. Alright, so somebody sees that I'm here. Who forgot to take a bath? You probably wondering why I'm just toddling around like I am here. There you go. So, we found a grave. I'm going to rob this grave and get what was that, about 650 gold. These eyeball amulets are good to sell, and of course health and mana potions. Now, health and mana potions are actually surprisingly difficult to come by,
Kill it.
and very easy to burn through in the midst of combat.
Great! I need to hit
Alright, so we have a wolf here. We got a wolf and a spider over there. So we gotta wait and see how these behave. You can see on the mini-map where the enemies show up here. Alright, so we got a wolf on us now. And a spider is soon coming. So the way that I'm gonna play this, you have a couple of different skills with your melee characters out of the gate. You got Challenge and Shatter. Now, Shatter will sunder their armor. Challenge, if it successfully hits, will basically draw the aggro of the creature there. So, on top of that, I also have the option to defend or attack with my melee weapon. And in the case of Rongo here, he also can use a bow where my defender cannot. So he could attack from a distance as well, you know, if the enemy were 4 or 5 tiles down the way there. So let's go ahead and start by challenging him. There we go, we hit him for 28 damage. And you can see he was provoked. He is also enraged right now, which doubles his strike rate. Alright, so we're going to have Rongo shatter his armor. There we go. Now, my ranger can either attack with a melee weapon, the bow. She can defend if she wants, or she can entangle, and that's going to do earth damage, as well as, you know, say that they're 2 or 3 tiles away, it will entangle them, preventing them from moving for 1 turn. For the time being, I'm going to strike with a bow. There you go, did a little bit of mana damage. And my free mage, I typically use celestial armor with her, keep her mana'd up, that way it absorbs the damage. You can see there, I'll hover for just a moment. It's good for 3 turns and absorbs 72 damage. She can also do a wind attack right now and sunder an enemy's armor. But I'm going to attack melee. 20 damage, there we go. Now the wolf attacked, 4 swings in, did 9 damage to Leif. Alright, let's go ahead and have her attack. Alright, she has leveled up. That works out quite well, especially the setup we're in now. You see we have an enemy 2 tiles away, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to entangle that enemy, keep that enemy ranged for 1 more turn. Now I'm going to go in and show you the level up mechanics here. Alright, so you can see we have 4 points from the level up, and of course my mage needs magic and spirit, and I'll go ahead and go through the other stats while I'm looking at them. So might, there you can see, increases melee damage. Magic increases the magical power. So might's really pretty useless for a mage, but it's going to be good for my melee guys. Perception is for your ranged values. So my ranger needs good perception. And destiny, of course, is your crit chance. The higher your destiny, the better chance that you're going to get a critical blow. Vitality is your health. And as I've said before, my mage is a glass cannon, so I kind of want to put a couple points into vitality, throw 1 into magic, and I'm going to put the last point into spirit, which increases my mana pool. So she's good to go there. Now, you also get to put skill points in on each level up. And here you can see this actually isn't her entire tree. She's got a second page of skills here. And I can choose to learn some of those if I want. Dodge might not be a bad idea. Protective garment, but blocking and parrying is even better. So let's see what I got here. I may end up going with a little bit of dodge, but you see I've got points in light magic and mysticism. I've already trained my first level in magical focus. That's not entirely accurate. It's on its 7th level. So here I have 3 skill points, and I can divvy those up however I choose. Let's see. I think I am going to put 1 into dodge. There we go. think I also want to put one into my light magic. Let's see. Now she can wield a dagger if I choose to have her do so, or a crossbow. A crossbow might not be a bad idea, so she can hit at range. For the time being, though, I actually want to put that second point into dodge as well. And I'll have you confirm it. Now she's good to go. I'm going to have my barbarian go ahead and defend because he can't get out there after her. And my orc fire bow. There we go. And that's that turn. So now you can see that the spider still with the arrow in his leg. He is no longer entangled. So I'm going to have Erlin fire, and that bow strike does extra magic, so that's pretty cool. Let's fire a gust of wind at this critter, knock it back a space, keep defending, and another shot with the bow there. Alright, so there you can see it had to use its turn just to move one step closer to me. Alright. This time I'm actually going to have her defend, bow. Alright, now he's right up on us. So I'm going to start off. Oh yeah, and you can, that's something else I forgot to mention. You can change the order however you see fit. Alright, so let's smack him in the mouth. Oh, there we go, and we missed. Alright, and the Moonsilk Spider hit everybody in the party. You can see my mage is totally out of mana, so I'm going to have her use skill. There we go. 20 extra experience for everyone. Now here we go, we've got this angelic looking spot here.
My skill is improving.
Wow, and virtually everybody got a level up there. Alright, so I'm going to turn around real quick. Let's go ahead and throw these level ups in here. And one thing I don't like about the interface is that it's currently covering my other abilities here, so that I can go down here and I'll spend my points up now. Alright, so I've got warfare. He's training in heavy armor. There we go, I'll put that in his axe. And my axe. And I need to go find someone to train him for two-handed weaponry. I like the idea of giving everybody dodge. Let's see. I'll need to put endurance on my dwarf as well. Alright, I'm currently carrying a mace, so it's probably not a bad idea to put some points into mace. There we go. Level up my ranger. And I like to have her critical chance high as well. I should have put some points into spirit because she does cast a lot of that entangle spell, and it would have been handy to have more of that for her. I'll have to deal with that next time around. Alright, so I need to train her up to her next level with a bow. I'm going to go ahead and Hit her expert tier bonus for earth magic. What else do we have here? Yeah, let's have her dodge as well. I don't like getting hit, so that sounds good to me. Alright, let's look at our journal and figure out what to do next. So I've been to the Den of Thieves. I thought that I took the mysterious book, but obviously I have not. Alright, so Carthel is actually a location I haven't been yet. You can see I'm over here on the ridge. And Carthel is way over here. That'll take a while to get to. I'm actually considering going to Port Mayron there. I have a quest that will take me to the top of the lighthouse right now, but the combat there is pretty difficult.
Looks like they smelled us.
Oh, interesting looking statue there. I will say this, the dialogue, the audio dialogue. Alright, before I meditate, I'm going to quick save. I don't know if that's going to spawn some sort of demon or what. Ah, I got a blessing. We can see there by glancing around. There's a spider. There's several spiders up on the horizon there. Some sort of funky dog looking creature. You can actually explore around and get into some of these barrels and things. There we go. Ah, and of course, yeah, spider in the barrel. That's fantastic. Alright, let's bust up his armor, draw him to us. I'm just going to try to swing away. There we go. Got it. Got it, coach. And here we go, a hidden treasure chest. There we go. Alright, an unidentified hunter's bow. So, got some stuff that we can sell for a little bit of loot there. And possibly a new bow to use. Alright, I'm really quite concerned about those two creatures there. I don't think I want to fight those right now. Yep, I'm pretty certain I don't want to fight those right now, so I'm not going to be messing with that. We might come back to that later, and I don't really want to deal with all those spiders right now either, so we're going to want to set off for the castle. The castle's over there. King of the castle, king of the castle. Now, one thing that feels kind of weird about this style of game, although it's growing on me, is the idea that you can move around all over the place by strafing to get there.
Who forgot to take a bath?
I think I can take on a couple of spiders. I probably actually need to have her mana up so that we can get some defense going when we need it here. I'm going to have him hold off too. We're going to both fire arrows there. There we go. Alright, we've got a new enemy placed in front of us. So I'm going to bless my party with celestial armor. And we're just going to start welling away here.
Take cover!
And you've got to pick who you're going to attack if they're both on the same level there. Alright, everybody's taking some damage. Alright, one down. And my mage is dangerously close to dying. So, I am, of course, going to have her heal up for this turn. Asunder. Ah, wow, I missed with both. That's not good. Let's have her go ahead and gather herself again. Oh, this guy's providing all kinds of issues for me. Both of everybody's out of mana, but I don't really want to use the resources to get them back and going on it right now. Alright, we should get him this. There we go. Alright, so it says the bestiary was updated. So, let's see if we can go in here and find the bestiary. See, that'll be under the journal. There we go. Now, the moon silk spider. There we go. So, when you start attacking critters, you have a bar up here at the top. The more that you fight them, the more you learn about them. See here, we don't know how much damage they do, how much defense, what their resistances are, that sort of thing. But, as time goes on and you kill more and more, you fill that bar up and you get access to all of that information. Pretty handy, especially if you're into the nuts and bolts of the gameplay.
Something is
I'm
coming
probably
our
getting
way.
dangerously close to
ready.
these. Yeah, I'm not going to push my luck there just yet. What I will do, because everybody's so low on all their mana, I'm going to go ahead and rest and use a supply up. It also advances time 8 hours when you rest. So now you can see it's nighttime here.
Something following us. Kill it.
Alright, and that looks like a couple of brigands guarding. So I'm going to save real quick. Make sure that those are the only two enemies I see around.
There are enemies ahead.
Yep, and they see me for sure. Let's get in front of them here. I'm gonna root one of them. That way I only have to deal with one at a time, at least for a little while. Break their armor down. Alright, so we got one guy up on us.
Well, thank you.
Start defending ourselves. Two militia now. Alright, so he's going to have to attack this guy instead of going for my mage. That's what I wanted. I'll go ahead and throw down some more celestial armor, though.
I kill you.
Good, one down. So now we only have to worry about one swing per turn. And I think I'm going to have my mage defend this turn. There we go.
And stay down.
And my mage delivers the killing blow. I got me some legionnaire sandals along the way as well. Alright, so let's look at our world map here. You can see that is Castle Port Mayron. I think that's friendly, but I'm not entirely sure, so I'm going to quick save. Quick save is my friend here. Oh, interesting. Well, that's not cool. I came all the way out here, man. Alright, well, Guess we'll continue on our way then. See if we can explore around the castle. There's something bright and shiny back here. Wow.
Who forgot to take a bath?
Oh dear. What's behind? Oh, a couple more militiamen that I had not previously noticed. Let's go ahead and fight this guy on the side here. Sunder their armor up for them. Stay well defended.
And stay down.
One down. And because of some of the other battles and quests that I've done, I've actually got a pretty fair start. Okay, so what happened here? Incapacitating conditions. I've not encountered one of these yet. Alright, so that party member, let's see if we can see what happened to her. Nope, we can't even go look at her right now. Alright, so she is down for the count for the time being.
Now is not a good time.
I accidentally tried to drink from the fountain behind me. What is this guy doing? Alright, so my mage is back. There we go. Let's tangle him up so that we got a little bit of room to hold on for a minute here. There we go.
Brigands can come. Orc is waiting for them.
Alright, I'm not sure where this is going to take us. Oh, you need a specific blessing from one of the world dragons to be able to get through there. Alright. So we're not going that way then. Oh, something. Alright. So here we are just kind of skirting. Oh, I just saw a treasure chest. Yes, sir. A tribal spear. And a wizard's amulet. So the vast majority of this stuff ends up just being the kind of thing that you just want to sell off.
It's the perfect day to begin a journey.
The road to Sea Haven is closed. Alright, well, looks like we might not have a choice but to go back the other way. I just want to take a minute and pause and look at this. That is pretty cool looking. You got the spire off in the distance there and a statue. Waves of grass. Doesn't look like any enemies though, so that's good. Oh, wait a minute. What did I just see? The Nevea River. Alright. A gladius and wizard sandals. There we go. A little bit more. I see another treasure chest off in the distance.
Who forgot to take a bath?
That's the only line they have for when you start encountering foes. If you want to know what you can do, you can activate these skills as fast as you want. Alright, so I think I want to take this middle one out first.
Yes, I'm strong. I kill you.
I kill you. got this spider off in the distance we gotta take care of. Oh, we got 2 spiders on us. Well, that came up fast, didn't it?
And stay down!
I'm just going to attempt to beat the snot out of this guy. Boom, there we go. Working my way up toward another level. Time is passing. We got us another. Ooh, interesting. What runs smoother than any rhyme? Loves to fall but cannot climb. I think it's water. That's interesting. That's the first one of those I've seen. Fantastic. That's cool.
This looks
So, they have rhymes that you actually have to answer in the game. That is cool. Alright, so what do we got here? Another big spire that I don't know anything about. Makes me a little unnerved. Here are your clues you've gathered so far. Hey, careful now. Your journey begins before the gates of Sea Haven. Alright. Alright. So here you can see I've uncovered quite a bit of this area's map. I guess it's west to Carthel or to the tower for me, but that'll have to wait to another day. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day there. I wanted to show off some of the combat, the mechanics, and everything around the game. I feel like I've done a fair job of introducing everything in the game. So again, this is Might and Magic X Legacy. That was developed and published by Ubisoft, and it's available right now on Steam for $24.99. It's got 12 playable classes with 4 playable races, and you can customize those to your heart's content if you so choose. There are over 20 dungeons in the game, of which I've only played through 2, and I'm about 5 hours into the game. Be sure to come check out everything that we write about over at capsulecomputers.com. We're constantly updating every day with news, reviews. We do tons of reviews and constant news articles for both video games and anime. We're a big anime site as well. You can follow us on Twitter at Capsule Computer, and you can check out this video and all of our other gameplay videos, as well as trailers and other originals like the Capsule Computers After Dark. That's our other gameplay videos, but we're just kind of playing for fun there, recording it and sharing it with you guys. Maybe a little bit of commentary, who knows. But you can check that out at youtube.com/CapsuleComputersTV. This is Joe Morgan for Capsule Computers, signing off. Go forth and game.